What's up, family? This is your local Juggalo here to give you my 17 cents, motherfucker. What's up, family? So I have ran into something today. I'm gonna make another video after this. Should pretty much drop pretty much right after this one, give or take. So I gotta still shoot it, edit it. But so I ran into something today, and it was a psychopathic review. Take this. I don't know how you fucking wear that hat, DC fucking Fago guy. Damn, it's fucking hot. But so I ran into this review or whatever. Well, not review, but it was called Psychopathic Review. And this dude was talking about how he was retiring and he's going to or like, is he selling out? So that's what made me click, like, what is he talking about? You know, I ain't never seen this thing before. Because I don't really get into the whole CD review. You know what I'm saying? If I want to review a CD, I'll either go and buy it or I'll listen to it online, you know. But, certain unique ones, I guess I'll check out, like, anniversary ones, because they have little things in them, little booklets or, whatever, little shit like that. That's pretty sweet. So I check them out sometimes, but just downright CD review, I just don't see the sense in it. But either way, he went on, yada, yada, yada. Then he talked about Lost Souls, or whatever, this organization he started, right? So I'm like, well, shit, that seems familiar, because he lives in Ohio, and I live in Ohio. And here in Columbus, Ohio, and Gross City type area, there's this motorcycle gang called the Lost Souls. So I go check it out, because the site, which go check it out, this dude's awesome, he does awesome work. But Lost Souls, and it's LOSO, LOSO movement. And it'll pop you up to his personal page, but he'll talk to you and respond to you, because I talked to him too, either way, because I was wondering about a few things, but either way, so I check on his page, and surely enough, boom, he even had a report up about the cops busting a Lost Souls gang member, as a biker gang and whatever. So I did, like, I straight up, like, well, don't you think it's best to change the name, Like, you don't want to be considered a gang. You say you're a social club or whatever, but there's a gang around, and you just happen to wear the same rockers, or wear, like, the same style, the fucking vest or whatever with the, little tags and shit, and the rockers on the side, and the logo on the back, all that bullshit. And yada yada. And, went back and forth a little. Well, not really back and forth. He's just pretty much like, I don't care, I'll die for it, yada yada. And I sent him a personal message, because he's got a lot of people and this and that, and I don't want to seem like I'm ridiculing him, because it seems like when you talk to a person in private, you could talk to them better. But if you talk to them through a thread, they feel offended sometimes. You know what I mean? So you don't really get to know the person. But either way, he talked to me and this and that, and he's seems like a pretty cool guy. But I'm like, you got two things on your back, you know what I'm saying, that you got to worry about. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, you got the Juggalo name, and you got this Lost Souls, name. He's like, well, I don't really, they ain't affiliated and this and that, da 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 da. I'm like, well, dude, do you got a Juggalo tattoo? How about a Juggalo webpage? Or how about a Juggalo YouTube page? No matter what you want to say, like, say if an incident happened, right? Let's say one of his buddies walking down the street going to the store or whatever, and a rival gang, let's call them the Reapers. I don't know, let's just say the Reapers or the Avengers. That's a gang that's around here, Columbus, Ohio. Say the Avengers or whatever run into him, and they ain't good with the Lost Souls. And he sees the Lost Soul name, you might have some problems there. And if you get a confrontation or whatever and the cops come around, well, guess what? they're going to take you downtown. Now you're going to be considered a gang, lost souls. And then if you have a juggalo tattoo like a hatchet man, guess what? Now that gets associated along with your gang. So now you're considered probably possibly a hybrid juggalo gang. That's how a lot of it comes down, anyways. Like they'll bust a fucking local gang member or whatever, and he happens to have a juggalo tattoo. That's why it's a hybrid type deal, because there's random juggalos and gangs everywhere. I know juggalos that are supposedly Crips, and, this and that. You'll have that, but he understood what I was saying. And this and that, he said, I understand what you're saying. But like I told him, be you. You do really good work. Your image or whatever, which I didn't say this, but I'm saying it's not. His image should stand for itself. And he shouldn't really have to worry about all that. But at the same time, he's kind of got the juggalos that he can harm in this because, if something happens and it gets tagged to a gang list, well, now the FBI knows about it. Guess what they're going to use that for? They're going to use it for the case against juggalos. But, it's just, that's really all. That's my 2 cents on my 17 cents, motherfucker. That's right. Shout out to DC Fago Guy, motherfucker. I got respect for Fago Guy in a way. I didn't like how he did the one Gorilla Voltage video. Like, he's like, well, they didn't come correct and this and that. Which they didn't. They dicked a lot of people over that bought that crappy ass CD. That probably ain't going to work fucking a year down the road, you know what I'm saying? Because them CDRs or whatever, they seem to scratch up and fuck up easy, compared to a real CD. But and then he turns around and he like praises them or whatever. Like, but I understand what you're doing, bro. You play in the middle of the fence, and I can respect that. You try to keep as many people as you can, whatever. Much clown love. I respect that, homie, but I respect that you ride with ICP and you tell it how it is, so I respect that too about you, bro. Really do. Much clown love to you, motherfucker. But either way, not to ramble on, but check it out. It's Loso, LOSO movement. Like I said, the dude does a lot of charity work. He's pretty awesome, actually. It's just my thing was, and maybe get some feedback on this. Like, if it would happen, like, say, one of his buddies walking down the street and get shot at, then wouldn't you think it'd be worth it to change the name of your social club? That's just my thing. Like, is it worth someone's life to have your name the way you want it, knowing that there's a rival gang in your state and happens to be a biker gang, so they usually go from, border to border, sometimes over the border, say Kentucky, Detroit, whatever. So is it worth the risk of getting one of your members and possibly you or one of your loved ones shot and killed just because you like a name? I don't think it's worth it, but I understand that. Whatever, sometimes pride gets you killed though, homie, sometimes you gotta swallow your pride, and I fucked up, I should have looked it up, and, but it is what it is. Like I said, do what you do, much clown love to you, much respect to you for everything you fucking do. You're awesome, you're an awesome person, and, that's it, that's just my 2 cents, much clown love, whoop whoop.